Hi, welcome to the TomCast 2.0. Those of you who are wondering why it's 2.0, well, if you've seen 1.0, not so hot. But what makes it 2.0 is my brand new co-host, Joe Stevenson.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate being the 2.0.
Joe, welcome to the TomCast. You could say it's the 2.0 Joe.
Oh.
We have a fun episode today. We are going to try to call our third co-host and see if he could tell us a little story.
Jesse Taylor, the guy sitting right here, he's normally going to be gracing us with his presence. He would technical difficulties today. We'll see how that turns out with it.
We're still going to call and check.
Yeah, and then actually, guys, we're going to go over, I think, UFC
108. Yeah, we're going to go over UFC 108.
Fight Night 108. I believe we're going to get Cub Swanson on the phone here in a minute.
Yeah, let's go call him Bothered Cub and then...
Can we go over the episode, the Ultimate Fighter episode? Could I interview you?
You want to step up to the hot seat?
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you were sitting here and I asked you the things that were going on in your mind.
You will be a little taller in the hot seat.
I know. And you raised that seat up.
I gotta look like a 70-pounder for this season. So we're gonna have an exciting episode. I can't wait to get into it. So stick around. Welcome back to the TomCast. Now we're gonna recap UFC Fight Night 108. Joe, why don't you call and get Cub Swanson on the horn?
All right, man. These are some great fights. Let's see. Hopefully he picks up. We're gonna put him on speaker, guys.
Now Cub is coming off a unanimous decision win against Artem Lobov, who was a competitor on my season. A very, very tough competitor.
On tough?
On tough. Tough for tough. Makes dollars in that sense.
Hey, Cub. It's me and my buddy Tom, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, man.
Good.
We're recapping the fights on the UFC Fight Night 108. And we noticed that you had won a unanimous decision against Artem. And we wanted to ask you some thoughts on your fight.
Sure, let's do it.
So Cub, it went 5 rounds. What was the major factor in winning that fight?
I think experience and just being a little bit better. I knew that he was going to come out strong. Everybody from his camp seems to do that. I knew that he couldn't maintain my pace. So my goal was to go out there, feel him out the first round, kind of learn as much as I can about him, try to adapt, try to beat up his legs, beat up his body, try to get him to slow down, and then just increase pressure every round. Dude,
you hit him in the head sometimes where I just didn't... You did your famous cartwheel kick, the capoeira kick, where you and you hit him so flush that I was surprised he stayed up. I just didn't understand. It was crazy. How did it feel hitting somebody with all you got and looking at it? Like, were you confused? Like, how come you're not down?
Yeah, it was frustrating because my corner was telling me, they were yelling out like throw head kicks, put together longer combinations. But literally everything that I was hitting them in the face with was hurting me. Like when I punch him with straight rights, like I could feel like every bone in my hand just aching. And I'm pretty sure I broke my left hand. I haven't had it checked out yet. And I don't even know at what point in the fight I did it. But so, I mean, my feet were aching, my hands were aching. So I was just trying to land good shots and then move out of the way.
Yeah, it's especially tough in a 5-rounder. I bet those last 2 rounds you felt it.
Yeah, for sure.
The momentum really started to go in your way. It's like almost after the first and second round, when you know you're in better shape, the fight becomes fun again, it seemed.
Yeah, because I mean, I just saw him like moving so slowly, and I knew that he had the willpower to be able to push through, and I knew that with the shots I had already hit him with, that he wasn't going to go away. So Greg was telling me to make an adjustment to throw about 70% power and let's up the volume and try to beat him that way. So that's what I was doing.
Well, you got fight of the year last year. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I did.
How come you're trying to get fight of the year again, bro? Like, what's up?
Save it for us. Come on, Cub.
Man, I really, I I did not want to go 5 rounds, but I was prepared for it. You know me for a long time. I like to throw down, and part of me wanted to take a couple of his best shots just so that he knew he could knock me out. For all the crap he was talking. So I made sure in a couple shots he landed on me, I just kind of smiled and looked at him and let him know, like, yeah, you ain't gonna knock me out.
Now, Cub, this is kind of an interesting matchup for you because you went and fought some of the best in the world in competition. Now to go and get ready for somebody like Artem, who's a little unorthodox, describe to us how that felt. Like, what was your camp like?
Fear, right? Because you're fighting ranked fighters. When you fight an unranked fighter
who's got a weird style,
who's dangerous, because
like it was a lot of pressure, for that. But I really felt it as, okay, here's a situation where you want to fight for the title. You have an opportunity to fight a guy who's on paper not as dangerous as other people you could fight, but he's still tough as hell.
Yeah.
He's gonna show up in the best, shape of his life. So you gotta expect to see the best version of him. But at the same time, I was mentally preparing for all the extra main event, media obligations and the extra pressure of being the main event and all that extra stuff that you need to do. So I saw it as an opportunity for me to be able to take all that on and prepare myself for what comes next and hopefully a title fight.
Yeah, awesome. We'd love to see it. What do you think is next on the radar? Any opponents you want, or you want to take some time and heal up a little bit?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to take some time off, and I'm going to have my first baby coming up here in August. So
awesome.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Cub.
Yeah, my focus is going to switch to that. But then after that, I'd like to fight for the title. That's something that I've never done. I've been fighting for the company for 10 years, and I've never even had the opportunity. So I would be very grateful for that opportunity.
Well, Cub, I think that you're one of the few people that literally deserve it, and I think you've proven your point like time and time again when you're like, I'm not going to give my knees and beg you. I'm a man. It's like, I love you, bro, and I truly respect you as a fighter.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming on, Cub. We appreciate it so much.
Well, I appreciate it too, guys, and Joe Daddy's been a friend of mine forever, one of the first people to ever help me out in the sport, so I'm happy to see you always doing good and forever my friend.
Love you, bro. You have fun in Nashville.
Hold on, any shout outs you want to give to anybody, any sponsors, anything we should be tuned into?
On it, they helped me out quite a bit, and then Virus International, they helped me out tremendously. And then, now that I got some downtime, anybody want to book me for appearances or seminars, you can go on my social media pages, and I have email addresses set up there, and if you want to contact me through there, that'd be awesome.
That Killer Cub gear is legit, bro.
Thanks. All the fans that support me, I love all you guys.
Well, we love you, bro. You take care.
Yes, take care, Cub. Thank you again.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So now he wants, not only does he want all the fights of the year, but he wants to take up all the appearances. So when we come back, let's have we try to go get Jesse on the floor for a quick story time.
So I think that'd be great. I love Story Time by Jesse Taylor.
Perfect. This should go swimmingly. Stick around. Welcome back. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Remember when we called Cub to recap the UFC Fight Night 108 and didn't go over any of the fight card?
Nope. It's our show, so we're allowed to be biased.
We do what we want when we want.
Yes.
All right. So
unless Paige says differently, then we do that.
Brandon Moreno. He's a friend of mine. He fights out of Jackson's.
I had a friend with the last name Moreno, so let's go with it.
He fought Dustin Ortiz, technical submission, rear naked choke.
Dustin Ortiz, he's been in the UFC for quite some time now.
Yep, and I believe Brandon Moreno, I think this was his debut.
Was his debut?
In the UFC.
Okay, looks like he's pretty high up. But yeah, of course.
So, way to pull off the win. Congratulations.
Yeah, looked pretty high on the card, too.
Yeah, to get put into the main and not be on the first or second fight.
Dustin Ortiz has been around, so that's a good win.
Well, Sam Alvey, he had a great fight.
Yeah, great fight. A lot of people don't notice about Sam is he busted up his knee before the fight, and it kind of looked like he got hit early, and it looked hit right where he got injured. And you could kind of see it was visible throughout the whole fight, but you can't take anything. Tialis Letas fought Anderson Silva back in the day.
You can't take that guy.
No.
Right.
I knew that was a tough fight. Talis is good.
Well, Sam coming off that great win against Nate Marquette.
Yeah,
right?
he fought a really, really smart fight. And that was when we were in the house going down.
Yeah.
So that was cool. We both got to watch it.
Yeah, it was a very fun experience. I mean, compared to the first experience in the UFC for the Ultimate Fighter, the second time when they allowed us to watch, there's so many more fights now than there were back then. Like, we could count on this, like, every weekend watching a fight. And that really made it a lot more interesting.
Oh, yeah, we had TV. Fun. That was great. I mean, it was nice. Well, I was season 22, so we had fights galore all the time. Yeah, so I'm spoiled. I'm the spoiled season.
Right?
You're like on season 2 where they had one UFC.
When you're in the UFC and you're on the cards that start with 2 digits, that only have 2 digits in them and not 3, it's just a little different.
What was your first card?
Oh, man. I don't know. The first one I coached at was 33. And then I fought on like 46 or 56 or something, I'm sure. Nice.
Yeah, right. You were on the undercard of Tank Abbott.
For sure, right?
Ken Shamrock was the headline.
Oh, next fight, sir. Mike Perry.
Sorry.
So, no, that was me. I realized we get distracted talking about tough. Jake Ellenberger gets caught by Mike Perry. It was a crazy elbow, knocked him out, and Jake was doing great.
See, I thought that was a fight that Jake should have won, but Perry's the type of guy who can catch you. I thought that was, if any way that he was going to lose, it was that. So,
Stephen Ray versus Joe Lazon. It looks like a decision. Joe wasn't able to pull off the win. Joe's a dangerous fighter too.
Oh, Joe, I like Joe. I mean, I think you just like him because your name is Joe. And you kind of got that Lazon, Stevenson.
John Dotson pulls off the win.
That's kind of like Joe, so you're a fan of that too.
I liked that at the weigh-ins. John was so happy and just smiling.
He's always smiling.
And then he was not. The opponent was not. Let's see. Other notable fights, of course. I believe Diego Sanchez fought. He got caught by Al
Iaquinta. He's Gordon's. He's Eddie's teammate. He's out of Team Sarah Longo. He's very good. Al Iaquinta's, I think, only got like 2 losses in the UFC. So it was kind of like, I feel like the fight was kind of out with the old and with the new a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough. Diego hits hard and on any day can beat anyone.
How could you not like Diego Sanchez? How could you not like Diego Sanchez?
And then we already talked to Cubs, so we're able to do that. I guess we should try to get a hold of
Jesse.
Jesse.
Why don't you go give Jesse a call? You're like the phone man today. Joe Phone Daddy Stevenson.
Let's see. He's not in my favorites. I should have him in my favorites at this point.
I don't know. Right now, since he didn't make it, he's on the silent treatment. So
he hates the silent treatment.
He hates the silent treatment. I think we need a milk carton.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the speaker on my phone is here, so hold it here, or is it down here?
I think it's on the bottom.
That picks up. That's my mic.
You know who I think we need to call? Matlock.
Matlock.
To solve this mystery.
Well, let's see. We'll try to figure it out here in a little bit with Jesse.
Right.
When we come back, you guys are gonna get a chance at watching me interview Tom. Pretty much, this episode is Eddie and Tom's, and there's a lot of recapping that we need to do. I'm gonna get inside his head.
You're gonna become the Eddie
Tom.
Gordon.
I gotta be.
You're gonna become the Tom?
I want to become the Tom. Well, when we come back.
When we come back. Welcome back.
Wait. Let's switch seats because now I'm interviewing you. And then I should be the one saying welcome back.
Okay, let's try it. It's kind of hard to get out of the seat.
Eddie's wearing pants.
Okay.
Just pardon me.
We can dance later.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
Oh wow, much different from down here.
Okay.
Hold on. They can see my legs.
Oh my gosh,
so
right?
exposed.
Yeah, and they thought you were wearing a suit. Yeah. Welcome back to the Tomcast 2.0. I'm Tom Gallicchio.
And I'm your co-host, Joe Cannon.
Gallicchio, right? Gallicchio, not Gallicchio.
Gallicchio.
I got it right.
You did.
I'm so freaking happy. I almost cussed. We can beep it up.
Yeah, we can beep it. We got to beep it. Beep.
I'll beep the. Whoa, what just happened? I really cussed. I was meant to beep and I cussed.
Do you know how the beeping system works? You don't have to do anything.
There's a button.
You just gotta say. So now we're really testing the beeping system out.
Well, let's test the beeping system right now. Before this fight, before you got called out on the show, you told me they're picking me. You go, they're picking me. I'm fighting Eddie. And this is literally after the last fight. So it's like well before the call-out day. It's like 2-3 days before the call-out day. You go, Joe, they're picking me. And we tested it, the waters too. I hit up, I was like, I'll bet you on-call push-ups. And that's how I was like, dude, I think you're right.
I knew it. I just had that deep down feeling. Well, what it was I saw how Cody wanted nothing to do with me as a fighter on this team. Well, I mean, we had fun together in season 22. I really got along with him season 22. We came pretty close on season 22. Season 25, nothing to do with me as a fighter, which is all right. I mean, I fizzled out. They saw that, and I didn't expect to get picked first. But I was picked second to last, which I was okay with, too, because I saw everybody was on Team TJ's team, and I was like, all right, I want on that team. I was like, it was obviously lopsided, and I was able to figure that out, being the second to last pick. So as soon as Gilbert was there, it only made sense that I would be next. And Eddie was their top dog. So, you got to try to kill the wounded animal, the sick, the little, and I thought they
overlooked me. Are you a wounded gazelle?
I am by far not.
You're faking it.
I was faking it.
Faking your wounded.
I actually, those surgeries and no sling, best fake of all time.
Okay, so you knew you were being picked. You told me you had a feeling. We called out. We were playing pool, and I hit up, and I was like, "Hey, I'll trade all of your on-call push-ups if I can pick who you guys are picking."
You said that to Julian. I wasn't around for that.
And Julian was like,
First he said, "Okay."
Then I was like, "Cool." Then I'm like, so I'm thinking you guys are gonna pick Tom, and he said, "Well, I don't want him bet." And at that point, I thought, you know what? Tom was 100% accurate. And then we noticed that Eddie was getting skinnier every day.
Yes. I would go to his list once they had their thing, and I'd see what everybody was doing to see who was it. I saw like Eddie was on 3 gallons of water. I'm like, that's it. That's
water
the call-out. Water loading, absolutely.
But because they had the pick.
Yeah,
so it's not like...
we didn't get... They
got that pick, and that's what you knew that, okay, well, he's water loading on purpose. And you could see the diet food dramatically changes.
The list was just like...
I never thought about that. That's genius. And wait, that's how you ruin a shot.
Oh, yep, we have a winner.
Grab that and just push stop. Now back to you.
I thought I won a prize. I thought we were giving out prizes. There's no way. Where's the car?
I thought that some of your technique
Looks
taking
like
the
you're
back.
not taking the kids to wrestling.
Yeah, I'm not taking the kids to practice right now. For sure. Okay, you jump to the back. You are trying to maintain the back. And he's worried about the hands. So what did you do there?
Well, shoot. I had to, well, when I was on the back, I was always, when he was pulling my hands, my arm's still on top, so he's pulling down. So that I'm still on top. He's just holding me down. Sure, it's bringing the choke away. My whole goal was I was on the back is never to lose the back position. Because once I lose the back position, then I'm in a bad position. Usually when you go from back to the next position, if the other guy caused it, it's usually not good.
Yeah, you slip off.
If you slip off, you're usually on your back. So
well, here's the thing too: is you're able to take the back. They were talking about your fight. They're like, oh yeah, he's got like 10 RNC finishes. So I'm working the RNC defense. I mean, you see him working the RNC defense. You see the fact that Uriah helped you, and that helped Eddie with his confidence. But the fact of the matter is, I think you have an unheard of amount of finishes with the RNC.
Shoot, I think I'm at about. I think professional.
We can't. Yeah, professionally,
professional fights. We're not
around
gonna talk
14 or
anything.
something.
Yeah, around 14, 15. And then I think I got one triangle and like 4 decisions.
I can't teach you, and I'm a great teacher. I can't teach somebody how to defend something that somebody does perfect. I think the best thing is, hey, you got a game plan around not getting in that position.
Yeah.
Because once you have taken the back, you can flip, you can roll. Your back is so, I mean, you do such a good job with that figure 4 body triangle. It sucks the life out of me. It makes me feel like I'm more worried about the pain my back is in than the fact that I need air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's distraction. Just like it's punches distract to pass or punches distract to go for the submission. Sometimes you got to throw punches to get the choke. Oh, you got to get the guy's mind.
We're trying to recap this episode, guys. We're trying to give you an idea of it, and we're going to take it to Dan's and allow you to see physically some sparring. We actually get to spar each other today.
Yeah, Joe came by. It's cool. We're actually going to do a lot of training.
And you get to see Tom do what he does best: take my back, maintain the back, even do a flip and stuff. When we come back, thank you guys. Welcome back, Tom. I would like to take this opportunity for you to maybe break down the move. We're in the gym. You might as well break it down. I think you kind of articulate it pretty well, so let's take a look at it on the screen.
All right, so right there I grabbed it as he was getting up. Because, he put his hands to the mat, so it was forward. Perfect chance to expose that back. Anyway, my hips were higher than his, so it was easy to grab that. So now I'm on there. You could see I'm kind of... So, all right, I'm on top. He's going to try to shake me out. That kind of secures it a little. Readjust that grip. I have it now. Move you around, Jack. Here. Well, yeah. Aren't you Gordon right now? Or are you? No, you're Tom right now.
I'm Tom. Oh.
So you're on my back. So, and I'm a lot shorter and a lot rounder. All right, so you're on my back. And all right, now here comes the last one. It's the desperate attempt. You gotta tuck the head. Keep going. Maybe I lost. The impact made me open up. I couldn't. Lost my grip. Time to re-secure. I take this foot. I tuck it in under. This arm across. Grab the back. And choke.
The Tom and Eddie episode, but we didn't go over episode 1.
A New Hope. So why don't we change
go
seats?
over what?
Why don't we change seats?
Yeah. Well, I guess it is the Tomcast.
No.
I'm gonna totally give you. There's no accidental backups here. No, you don't turn. People go like this. Excuse me. They don't turn like front.
Well, what if I want to?
That's just awkward. That's just awkward, bro.
You were supposed to come through. It was up to you. I don't trust putting my back to you.
Hector didn't make weight.
When?
On the show, episode 1.
He's not here.
Yeah, but we're supposed to recap episode 1.
This is episode 1.
No, not of us. Episode 1 for them. You're doing Whose Line Is It? Oh, wait, no, not Whose Line. You're doing Who's On First.
Am I supposed to do an intro?
No.
We're
already here.
You did that?
Yeah, we're ready.
In my seat?
Ha!
All right, episode 1 starts out with Joe. You had
yes.
Yeah, it did. You're all grizzly and all cinematography.
I'm going for a different demographic with the beard.
Animals.
I just flew, and honestly, I'm going for it takes longer to go through TSA.
They definitely bring you to check.
No, I'm Mexican. You.
When you were in secondary, did you run into Ramsey?
Oh, right? Oh, my gosh.
He gets pulled into... I get pulled into secondary, too, so fighters always get pulled into secondary.
Yeah, I hate going to Mexico and coming back. They're always like, so, what are you doing?
They're like, I caught it, the wild chupacabra.
Like, no, I was having a good time.
Episode. We're talking about the episode.
We're going to be serious.
Abstraction.
Tell me, when Hector didn't make weight, or he knew he wasn't going to make weight, they brought in a replacement. And it was Johnny.
Well, first, I want to talk about Hector not making weight. When we arrived to Las Vegas, they put us in a hotel room for about 3 days. We could get workouts in and stuff, and we got to order all our meal room service. We're not allowed to leave at all or see public at all, unless it's like we're in the facility of the hotel where we're
Because they're preparing the show to get ready to start.
Yes. So they're getting everything in order, whether it's putting up lighting and sound and secret mics up. They're doing that. So I ordered my meal, and they're like, all right, we're going to call you. They called me for an interview. So they came, they got me. And my room service came. It was like big steak, baked potatoes, all this food. And I even had like a glass of wine because I was feeling froggy, being bored in that. And then, so you know, I see Hector walk through with sweats and just sweating in a sauna suit. And I'm like, damn, they're really taking this competition seriously. I was like, I'm here relaxing, sipping wine, and this guy's got sweats on in a sauna suit.
When I went to the locker room, or the workout area down, when we were on lockdown, I noticed him. And I noticed that he was working out in sweats too. And I figured, it's the same thing that went on my head, is just like, he is now, he's getting ready. Just like I came in shape, ready to go, just like you did.
Yeah, no, we all definitely did our homework. I could say that as a whole. I think everybody on the show did their homework.
We knew anything could happen, and I mean, with using that, we could have had to fight to get in.
Like, absolutely. You weren't sure what was going to happen.
I did, when he couldn't make weight and Johnny came in, it was cool because you knew Johnny and I knew Johnny.
I knew him from my season.
And I knew him before the show as a friend.
Yeah, just like through passing and stuff.
And it was nice to see it. It wasn't nice to see him say that he thought you were going to lose.
So, I know, really. He called me out on my episode.
Call him out right now. This is our episode.
Yeah, he said, what did he say? Here.
Let's see. This is either going to be another segment, guys, with our buddy Johnny Nunez on, or it's going to be us prank phone calling him.
We're going to see how...
Don't forget to put *67. That's how you keep it blocked.
Does that still work?
Yeah, bro.
All right, let's...
I hope.
*67. But then you got to go with the content.
Here, I'll tell you his number. Ready?
Hold on. Okay, you just bring it out.
Bro. All right. Johnny.
It's good action stuff here.
Luckily, we're going to be able to edit this, and it'll look like we were really well prepared. Johnny Nunez. Wait. You guys, that would have been the worst friend move ever. Okay, now let's...
I don't know where this is going to go, what I'm going to say to him, but we're going to...
Remember when you said you feel sorry for me? Your speaker's way better than mine.
Oh, I know. I don't know why we keep using yours.
Because my phone doesn't have a huge condom over it.
It's for protection.
You drop it a lot.
Yeah.
If he doesn't pick up, it would just pretty boom. My feelings are really hurt that you thought that you felt sorry for me.
Oh, Oh, I thought we had something. I thought we had a pitch.
Yeah.
Well, this
we
is...
weren't prepared. We were not prepared for him to pick up.
No, I'm
Your call has been forwarded to an
What were you gonna
automated
say?
voice messaging system. Two, five, five is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang out or
gotta beat
press
that part
1
out,
for more
too.
options.
Hey, Johnny, thanks for not believing in me, you jerk. Yeah, that'll set him down.
Hey, Tom, why did we block the number if we...
Because you told me.
Yeah, so then why did you say no? We should have just went the other way with that prank phone call. Should have been like, is your refrigerator running? Oh,
well, we didn't know how it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I just kind of jumped to
I'm kind of
conclusion.
excited. I haven't prank phone called somebody in quite some time. We should make that a thing.
I think he's going to recognize my voice.
Yeah, I'm positive.
I'm not very disguisable.
That fight, Seth versus Gilbert, amazing fight.
I thought it was a great fight. I thought it was. First of all, Seth is was a grizzled veteran, but I think Gilbert's game plan and style was not best against Seth. And I think
you got to see Seth. Seth fought Jesse right before the Ultimate Fighter. We were. That was the same card I fought on, so it was crazy.
Yeah, I was actually cornering Jesse against Seth, and Joe Stevenson was the main event. So
it was a great night. It was a great night. It was crazy.
I mean, it wasn't a great night for Seth, but
no, touche. That's the thing about fighting too. It's like you win, you lose, but there's still that respect that we fought. Once you fight, it's like squash. It's like cool. Yeah, I want to fight you again if I lost. Maybe I want that chance to get you, but that animosity and that anxiety is gone.
Oh,
for the most part. I'm sure though, there's people that still hate.
I wonder how Jesse and Seth feel knowing they fought each other and they're in the house together.
If I'm Seth, I'm like, great. I got an opportunity to fight him again, and I'm going to do it different.
And then if you're Jesse, you're like, well, I won the last time. I'm going to win this time.
time.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things. And what about picks? We haven't even talked about picks yet.
Well, I went from being picked first.
You were picked first
in my season to being picked in the middle. And like, I understand. I'm older and I'm smaller. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, it was a different feeling altogether. It's like you go from being picked first and feeling that confidence, because even in just a pick, and then finding out that you're in the middle and you're like, a little of the wind can be knocked out of your sails just as easy as that. And that's how important momentum is.
Yeah. I mean, Gilbert took it to heart.
Yeah, and I think that helped him. Taking it personal, because he went into the situation. They picked him, because he told Uriah and them, I'm going to retire. And so they jumped on that. And that, you have to. Small blood, you got to look for that finish.
Yes, that's because he's not still here to fight and win that $250,000. And
right.
Shoot,
over. It's like $305,000.
Well, Ramsey had our back. I mean, shoot, that finish bonus?
Well, sir, why don't you cut us out and bring us back for the recap of our episode of the Tomcast?
Well, yeah. Shoot, Ramsey looked us out with that finish bonus, and shoot, I was just happy to get paid extra to do what I do. Of course, I'm going to look for the rear naked choke. That's my move.
You didn't need a naked.
I didn't need a bonus. Yeah, honestly, once I take the back, I'm like, let's finish this and get out of here. That's my motivation. Like, let's get out of this.
Did you do something careless and reckless with your finish bonus? Did you go on a cruise or something?
Oh, shoot, that was... I bought about 100 of those candy machines you saw on the episode.
Yeah, but they're all in your garage. You got to put them out.
Put them out in the rental. So if you got a business and you want to hang out with me, put my candy machines. I'll show up to your business once every 2 months and come and BS with you and give you some free candy.
I guess that kind of does it. Until next week.
I think till next week. Next week's episode, we're going to go over tough. And since we're so bad at scheduling, we might have another co-host.
Well, hopefully we'll have Jesse Taylor with us.
Hopefully those technical difficulties fix themselves.
You guys saw the technical difficulties.
It wasn't really technical.
More difficult.
More difficult. Yeah, and that's it. This has been a great Tomcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.